What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am the Crypto Crow. It's 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I've got a pretty damn good video for you today. I'm not gonna lie. I almost didn't even want to do a video. I've just been blah, and I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? I don't know what to do with myself. When you have so much happening all the time, and then you get a lull where you're just kind of waiting for like the next steps to this, to that, to another thing, and so on. It's like I don't know what to do. I will tell you, I started playing this game that is so underrated, called Generation Zero. I played it a while back, years ago, and then I picked it up again, and there were all these expansions and stuff, and I thought, man, this is sick. So I have been diving back into that. I'm probably going to go back to playing that after this video. But I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got some Cardano news, and I'm going to tell you, I bought Quant, and I did buy it today. And I'm going to share that with you, some reasons why. And yeah, I'm just going to go into it. So Wargrim, for those of you in the know, it's the game I have in development right now. We are in early alpha, and my developers are telling me they want to start allowing people to play it. And so if you don't know, it's basically a tactical game. It's going to utilize NFTs. So, to give you an example, like this is Reborn. It's like this undead evil faction. And so, when you own one of the NFTs, you're going to unlock the use of that particular model to build your list with, to go to war with other players. The map it's a 3D map, and there are going to be multiple environments to play in and all sorts of things. But, they're going to be solos, units. We have guardians that kind of run the whole army. And there's a lot to it. It's a very involved game, very strategic and tactical, and there's a lot of work to be done. But my developers are saying, listen, it's really early alpha, but we'd really like the feedback of other players, of people who are going to be playing this, as to like what they would like to see different, the controls, the mechanics, things like that. And so I'm trying to come up with a way, like, how can I get a restricted number of people in that are interested? And so I thought what I might do is I might create like a PDF NFT comic book that kind of goes into the background of the game, the story, and kind of what these factions are and all that. And then those who own that comic book will be able to get early alpha access, and then basically be a part of all development from then on. Or I could just set something up so that if you have a Murder of Crows NFT, which are these, and then that'll give you access to a group on Blocks that'll have download links and things like that. So I'm trying to figure it out. Let me know, what do you guys think in the comments? How do you think I should handle that? Because I don't want the world running in, not that they would, but I don't want like abundance of people. I just want a controlled environment, a controlled number of people. I'm thinking that doing the Murder of Crows thing, and then throw it into a Blocks group, and then saying, okay, people will have access to that group, will have access to the client, and then you could start connecting to each other and playing. So another thing, a lot of people are sending me NFTs. I really appreciate that. This is cool. I'm going to get back to this towards the end of this video, because I want to cover a lot of this stuff. I want to show everybody, like, look what people are sending me. There are so many cool projects, and listen, I have some hate. Oh, that looks really cool. I want to check that. I'm going to check these out. I'm going to throw this to the back of the video, because I've got some important stuff that I want to go over first, and then we're going to revisit this. And those who are interested, you can check out all the cool NFTs people have been sending me. Cardano, more resilient than Bitcoin from technical perspective. Here's why. I probably already know where this is going. ADA still in an uptrend. Lido sends message. Aptos rally is fading. So we're just going to focus on Cardano here. While other assets are either in correction or moving in stalemate, Cardano's coin has been steadily going up and has not broken the local uptrend, which puts it in a short list of assets that have been ascending on the market. I've said this time and again, Cardano typically does its own thing. It does kind of go with a market. In other words, when there's a lot of money entering the total market cap, Cardano typically goes up, but then even when that dies down, Cardano is known to do its own thing. Cardano is definitely known to pump dramatically on its own when nothing else is moving. It's also known to fall all on its own when nothing else is moving. So you really never know. There's no ifs, ands, buts, rhyme, or reason to what Cardano does the majority of the time, but there's JED launch may be helping. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other assets are currently consolidating around their local highs, which could be a sign of a reversal in the foreseeable future, which I think we're waiting on this afternoon to see what happens with Jerome Powell and how high they're going to hike up interest rates again and all that stuff. Unfortunately, Cardano's resilience was followed by a far more subtle price performance compared to Bitcoin's 40% in the past, as ADA has gained only 10% to its value since the beginning of the rally. Not a big deal, really. I'm not overly concerned with any of that, quite frankly, at all. But the JED, algorithmic stablecoin, finally did go live yesterday on Cardano's mainnet. And, I've talked to them, about maybe working with them and things. But, listen, it is what it is. I'm at a point where, JED could very well play a significant role in the Cardano ecosystem. So here we are. I'm happy to talk about it. The collapse of UST, the algorithmic stablecoin on the Terra ecosystem, drove negative sentiment for this category of stablecoins. This collapse last year drove the crypto industry deeper into a bear market, and investors lost billions. The Cody team, with the help of IOG, worked for a year to reestablish trust in algorithmic stablecoins. Finally, they announced a new era of stablecoins with the launch of JED. It is now live. For those of you that don't know, now you know. The JED mainnet goes live now. The JED ecosystem has joined with over 40 partnerships to bring the adoption of the new stablecoin. It is listed on decentralized exchanges such as MinSwap, Wing Riders, and MuesliSwap. I will say I had a Zoom call with the Wing Riders folks yesterday. Kind of made a boo-boo. I wasn't aware I did. But hopefully they're okay and they're fine. I don't know. Typically if I have a private Zoom call, sometimes I like to share screenshots and things and just say, hey, look what's going on behind the scenes. Like, this isn't for the public really, but I'm always talking to people. I'm always doing things. And I'm also somebody that people can generally trust pretty well with their, with whatever, I'm not a clout chaser. I don't just run to YouTube. And I posted, a thing and they were like, oh no, don't do that please, and I deleted it, and I'm like, oh sorry, I didn't know. This is a total honest mistake. But anyway, I will say that from my conversation with the Ring Riders folks, they seem legitimate. They've been around for a long time. I didn't realize it. I did not know that they have been working with Emergo, IOHK, all these different groups, and ultimately helping support and development and other things related to the Cardano ecosystem really since like 2017. And some of those guys have been around since 2013. And so, I think, and on top of that, we were discussing the, was it MinSwap? The Wing Riders guys basically could have ran off with like $200 million worth of tokens, apparently, from MinSwap due to a loophole or a bug or a hack, or I don't remember exactly what it was. And instead of doing that and basically shutting down what ultimately is a competitor, they helped them and they said, hey, here's this and here's that and here, fix that, and good on you. And so that to me is a very big vote of confidence in terms of reputation and basically their role being taken very serious in the DeFi space, even though they don't parade themselves around publicly and say, look at us, here we are, I get it. I've definitely got my eye on Wing Riders. I told them I'm probably going to be going through and reading their entire white paper, which is going to be such a boring read. But I want to know every little thing that they're planning and what's going on. And if there's room for us to work together, then I very much would like to do so. So we'll have to see. Centralized exchanges have not listed JED yet, but BitTrue announced that it would be the first centralized exchange to list the token, and getting listed on BitTrue is really not that difficult. And it's a pretty popular exchange, so that's good. To tackle the negative sentiments of algorithmic stablecoins, the team has built JED to be over collateralized by 400 to 800% by Cardano's native coin ADA and reserve coin Shen. The on-chain proof of reserves will be available for investors to check the reserve ratio. The team also mentioned the plan to add other assets like wrapped Bitcoin and wrapped Ethereum as reserves along with ADA. So cool. According to the official website, the price of Jet is 2.67 ADA and the price of Shen is 1.08. Presently, it has a 783% reserve ratio supported by around 20 million ADA tokens. I've never seen anything like this, and I hope it works out. I really do. I hope it works out. I hope it works well for everyone. And, it's been the talk of the town for a while, so, we'll see. Some users also experienced an error with the JED website saying service is currently unavailable. However, the Discord moderator informed the community that the team was working on the error. There are going to be a little hiccups. Oh, I'm such an ugly yawner. So, there were some hiccups, but that's fine. So Bitcoin currently working on a bit of a reversal, and I think this is just hesitancy around what's coming with Jerome Powell and the Fed and the interest rates, and are we going to break down from here? Are we going to break up? There are a lot of different indicators that are basically saying that, listen, the traditional market and the NASDAQ and all that's about to crash hard. And if it does, then crypto is going to crash with it. So, but you know what? The bulls really love their sentiment, and they love their hype and FOMO. And listen, I'm not here to trash anyone ever, really. It's just not my way. If it's negative, I typically just push it away from my life altogether. I don't need to go back and try and trash anyone. And the bulls and the people that really want and expect and hope and believe that this is about to skyrocket and go to the moon before the next halving. Listen, maybe we get to 25, 30 grand in the near term. I don't know. I personally still don't think so. There are so many indicators that say we've bottomed, and I get that. And maybe I'm a fool for not believing them, but I believe there's so much more going on today than there ever was in the history of Bitcoin. And, I think we're going to see some real negativity play out in the future. But, I could be absolutely wrong. Like I always say, I've already begun averaging in. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It doesn't really matter. I'm accumulating either way. So, and honestly, and I feel secure in that. So one of the things I did today was buy some Quant. And, I've been waiting for a while. And I think now's probably a decent enough time. But let's see, what was let me look at its all-time high of $374. So not a significant gain potential based off of previous numbers. However, the max supply of this, which you'll have to see when I move my big old head, the max supply right now is 14.6 million tokens. Okay. And the use case for Quant and what it's building and its interconnectivity and everything that it has going on. And I know this is an ERC20 based project, an ERC20 token and all that other fun stuff. I don't care. I am not a Cardano maxi. People assume that because I've been bullish on Cardano since 2017, that I'm now a maxi. It's not that I'm a maxi. It's just that if I'm going to spend the majority of my time diving into projects, I want to dive into projects in an ecosystem that is still relatively new and growing and bustling and really preparing to transform the world on a major scale. Not necessarily what I consider to be the old technology. However, when it comes to venture capitalists and when it comes to all of these global efforts, the ESG and the ISO 222 and all that stuff, there's something to be said. And I'm going to show you some charts. I'm going to show you some graphs rather. And I want to give credit to this individual first. This is XX underscore 1133 underscore 1221 underscore 11. About 39.4 thousand followers. And this gentleman puts out some really clever, really good information on things and really loves to make these graphs about how different projects are connected to each other, how they work together. And if you don't follow this individual, I want to say follow him, but I don't know if it's a him or a her or what. I guess he's a Trump supporter. So whatever, more power to it. Did he really say that? I don't know. I can't see that. That would be funny if it were true. So okay, so yeah, so he's a political individual, which is just fine by me. You know, I know a lot of people think they know my politics, which you really don't. You probably really don't. But anyway, so here, I'm going to show you this first chart here. I'm going to get rid of the websites. All right. Look at this big, beautiful beast. I am actually going to open this up on my end so that I can zoom into it a little bit better. And yeah, nope, I got the different one. Hold on. Quant 1. There we go. So what we're seeing here, what we have here is a failure to communicate. So this is going all into all sorts of fun stuff here. XDC network. This is all World Economic Forum stuffs. And this is more about like insurance companies and all kinds of stuff, right? And it's basically showing data flow, relationships between this company and that company. So this is the kind of thing that this gentleman does, or woman, I don't know, whoever this person is. This isn't really the one I'm talking about. This is the big one. This is a really solid chart or a graph, or whatever you want to call this thing, infographic. And what you see is you see Ripple, Interledger, Moja Loop, Stellar Lumens, IBM, World Economic Forum over here, Hedera Hashgraph. You see all these different projects, right? And all of these projects are focused around this new ISO standard. I did a video about it yesterday. And this ISO standard is all about basically empowering banks for blockchain activity and the transfer of value from point A to point B, using digital ledgers, limited fees, all sorts of stuff. But a lot of these different projects are built on different blockchains. And there's an interconnectivity, interoperability issue. Well, I mean, they're resolving it, but ultimately there are issues associated with like an Algorand connecting to an IOTA, connecting to an HBAR, connecting to a Stellar Lumens, and so forth. And ultimately, that is what Quant is doing. Quant is basically like the Grand Central Station for all of these ISO compliant assets to work and function in synchronicity ultimately. And it's Quant is providing this operating system by which developers can create the vehicles by which they will operate with these various tokens. And with such a low token supply and what I expect to be insane demand, I mean, listen, I just bought some of these tokens at like $140 a piece. And I'm probably going to pick up more at some point. And it's actually, this is the first buy I've made since I bought my Cardano, if that tells you anything. And CBDC, central bank digital currency, and how that's all interwoven to all of this. And I really, truly believe that our world is being divided right now. Our economic models are being divided. We've got NATO, we've got BRICS, we've got all of these different countries picking sides, right? We thought crypto was tribalism. The world as a whole is going through some significant tribalism. NATO wants Russia to be a part of their tribe, and Russia's saying no, F you, and NATO's saying no, F you. And they're going back and forth, basically trying to secure their whatevers. Okay, I don't even ever feel comfortable getting into a lot of that stuff, but major changes are happening. And while a lot of these changes are happening on a political level, on an economic level, from a military level, all of these different things, Quant, I believe, looks to be getting set up as a primary hub vehicle for all of this interconnectivity between blockchains in the finance and remittance market. And so, yeah, I bought some today. I'm telling you, I literally just bought it like an hour ago. Threw it on a wallet. It's already come down a bit. It might go down further, especially depending on what's happening with the Fed. I don't even know what time that the chairman, Jerome Powell, is speaking and going over everything. But I've done a video on Quant in the past, not too distant future. You might want to check it out and look at it. I've had my eye on it for a while, and I'm going to continue to do so. And I will probably start doing some content. I mean, technically, and this is the way I operate for those of you that might be new. When I own a cryptocurrency, I typically do content on those cryptos because I'm following them more closely as it relates to my personal investment. It's not necessarily that I'm trying to pump it. I don't have that. I mean, I know that I've done videos on projects and they've gone up as high as $10 million in market cap in that afternoon. Okay, I know this has been proven and we've shown this. And I do take that responsibility very seriously. And I'm not even the biggest YouTuber out there, but I know that there are a lot of you out there that watch. You got a lot of money out there waiting to find out what to put money into. And I never intend to give financial advice. I don't want to give financial advice. I'm just sharing my journey and what I'm doing. And I hope that all of you continue to take whatever I tell you, whatever I share, and you use that to continue educating yourself on stuff before you make moves. Don't do things just because I do them. Sometimes I like to just play and be frivolous and just, I'll buy some crap. I might even buy some Shiba Inu for shits and giggles at some point. So as it sits, I'm definitely interested in Quant and looking deeper into that and kind of staying abreast of what's going on. Obviously, I'm a big proponent of Cornucopias. I like World Mobile Token. I have some of all of that. I have some XRP. I have some Solana for that matter, only because at the time I got it, bot trading, and then I was doing some other trades with it, and then I ended up with the bag, and I'm like, you know what, heck with it. I'm just going to keep it and get it off the exchange. And I think that's what it was. The exchange that the stuff was sitting on, I was like, there could be some weirdness going on with it. So I just pulled everything off. I didn't bother even trying to trade out of it. So I've got some of all of that. So there's that. I got Quant. And do some research on your own, figure out whether or not you like it. So let's take a look at some of these NFTs people have been continuing to send me. My NFT collection is growing, and I'm going to continue showing this. I mean, as long as people are sending NFTs, I'm going to keep showing what's out here, because listen, it's good for me, it's good for you, and it's just good for everybody. And even if if 5 to 10,000 people see this video, and then, even a few hundred of them go pick up a couple of these NFTs because they like it, well, cool. Then we're all working together here. So this is pool.pm, which I dig. It's loading up this asset. I have no idea what it is. The official utility coin of Prosperia, your sci-fi world on Cardano. Okay. I've never heard of Prosperia. So let's see what this is all about. Oh, that's cool. Prosperity, your sci-fi world on Cardano. AI Art Society. I really love that. I love that. I don't know if that's Midjourney art or not. Prosperian government. That's really cool. I dig it. Okay. Prosper the team. I thought that said Eric Doom for a minute. Project creator. Eric Odom. Bjorn Cooper. I always thought that name was cool, Bjorn. Maybe because of the Vikings. I don't know. But yeah. So bunch of people on the team. Some are anonymous or whatever. They just don't have a photo. I don't know if this is a brand new project that they're working on. NFT sets, multipass, Zip Eraser, Zeppelin Moon Community, AI art. So it looks like it's kind of new. I don't see, there's nothing really about in-game anything, but hey, we'll check it out. This is Prosperia.space. That's their website. I don't know what this NFT is good for. I have no clue, but cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. What is this? Never heard of this. Choder coin. I will tell you, I have this weird affinity for pixel art. I mean, I love it. I love pixel art in such a big way. I'm even playing a game on the PlayStation. Was it Legacy Dungeon or something, where you're like the dungeon master kind of guy, and you're setting up traps and building, putting teams together to beat the heroes. It's a fun little game I play at night right before I pass out, because it's, it's not all that exciting, but it's enough to keep my mind going just so I can wind down and go to sleep. But I love pixel art. It has pixel art in that game. So Choder Coin, I have no idea. I don't see a website or anything. A for fun gag token for the friend group Choders. All right. Well, that's cool. Thank you. And I think the fraction estate token people reached out to me recently. I can't remember where, honestly. I get bombarded all the time. So, this is cool. Wild Warriors. This looks good. Wild Warriors number 3067. Oh, that's cute. Looks like a militant cow. Is this Rambo? Steel blue. A lot of metadata on here. Wildwarriors.io. Let's check them out real quick. See what the website looks like. And while that's loading, make sure you join the Wargrim newsletter if you want to stay abreast of what's going on. I think there's like 400 or 500 people in there already. These are cute. Cardano with Paul, as seen on Digital Asset News, Jack Ingram and Cardano with Paul. That's cool. Looks like a fun little collection. Some issues with the website there though, and I hate that, especially if you build in WordPress or something. I don't know if this looks WordPress to me. I mean, who doesn't use WordPress? But anytime you update it, man, it can create all kinds of weird bugs, especially with that Elementor stuff or Rev Slider. Always drives me crazy. Let's see what else we got here to see. Oh yeah, I did see this and I thought that was interesting. The Prime board, abstract art. I don't know, pushing the limits of generative art. Okay, so this is AI art, and that's pretty cool though. Discord, Twitter. Let's check out their website. I'm curious what their website has. Pushing the limits of generative art. Abstractum is an experimental art project to be minted on the Cardano blockchain. It's interesting. I don't know how this is created. It doesn't quite look like AI. I've been doing so much stuff with AI art. I mean, I guess it could, but I don't see anything that's saying that it was generated through AI. So I really don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's cool. I like a little collection. I've even thought about doing a fun little AI art collection of my own. Maybe like, I don't know, 2,000 units. Just complete. I don't know. I want to do something creative that's fun, but but I don't know. Is having another collection, is that just being greedy or silly? I don't know. I have these ideas, like I want to create like these different monsters, but I want them to be like more photorealistic. I have other things where I want to do pixel art. I would love to do a pixel art collection, but I just don't want to get to a point where it's like, for me, that stuff is creative and it's a fun time. And if people like it and it generates a passive yield for me, then it's all great. But I also don't want to be like, oh, look at Crow. He's got another collection, another thing he's doing. He's trying to make money off his followers and all this. And it's just like, I don't know, man. It's not really all about that. It's just, sometimes I get bored and I want to create stuff and I want to do interesting things. But it's like, with my limited time, it's like I don't feel productive unless I'm being productive financially, mentally, emotionally. Like, it's like I have to do all of that all the time. It's just how my brain works. So anyway, this is cool, but there's no website or anything. It's a multi-pass. Is this supposed to be an ugly version of what's her face from Fifth Element? Multi-pass. I don't know. That's cute though. I dig it. I don't really know exactly what that means or what it's for, but that was cool. No website. That's loading a little slow. We'll come back to that. Oh, this was cool. I want to see what this is. Come on. I am supposedly getting fast internet soon, but I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. Oh, this is animated. That's why. Oh, is this like a Karate Kid gi? Headshot headband, old money. Campaign materials variation. Oh, that's crazy. Tricks 22. That is crazy. It's a headband and then that's going through it. And oh my gosh. Honestly, that's pretty daggone clever. I mean, a little morbid, but that's very clever. All right, cool. That's interesting. Thanks for that. I've never seen anything like that before. What's this? Oh, a Prosperia Zepper. I don't know. Is this a vehicle for that game? The Prosperia is a low gravity racing vehicle. Everybody seems to be doing racing. I don't know. Like Cornucopias, they're really focused on getting their racing and stuff done before they will let me build. I'm like, when am I building with my land? I want to build. Even if it's just for content, I just want to build. This one's new. Let's see. Mobster number 10. So I got top 10. I don't know. That's cool. Twitter, wise guys. It's pretty cute. I dig it. I'm all about the wise guys. Let's see, what's this one? I haven't seen this one yet. Zeppelin Moon Land Plot. Oh, so it's Prosperia Land. This is a small District 4 type residential. So now I've got land in Prosperia. All right. I'll take that. That's cool. I'll have to keep tabs on that and see what, what's it doing? What's going on? Oh, is this a bird? Let's see. What bird is this? Look like a hawk. Apex Predator. Oh, I was expecting Zuckerberg, but oh, I guess it's just this. Didn't Zuckerberg call himself an Apex Predator or something? What does he do? He has some weird habits or something. Some guy in college, I guess, was talking about him. It was like an old roommate. He's like, yeah, he's a weirdo, weird dude. But he's into jiu-jitsu now, so maybe that helps him. I don't know. So anyway, that's cool. I like it. I'm not sure I dig the background so much because it takes away from the details of the bird, but I dig it. I mean, it's cool. Apex Predator number 3463. Yo, this looks okay. That was okay. Ticket to Didale. What's this? What is this? And then we'll take a look at this and then we'll go ahead and close this video out. I don't even know how many people are interested in this. I guess I'll look at the analytics afterwards and see, do people care? Is this fun? Ticket to Didale. Welcome. OG token for the Possums of Doom collection. Okay, you've got my attention. I'm interested. Is this a band or something? At one point, I was really thinking about building a studio here in Florida and then having bands come and record and then starting up like an NFT only record label. I still think about that. I still think that could be a lot of fun. Possums NFT generated from 138 hand-drawn trades. I almost ran over an armadillo the other night, as a matter of fact. It was a couple of weeks ago. I've never seen an armadillo before in person in my life, and I was told don't ever hit them. Like, make sure you don't hit them because it's like running over a brick. I did manage to swerve it. I did not hit the poor armadillo. But yeah, that happened. And then like literally within 45 minutes, somebody almost T-boned me in a major intersection. Let me just tell you, Florida drivers, you all suck, like hardcore suck. And I don't know how many times since I've moved to Florida, I've seen some hucklebuck in a big ass truck driving fast, swerving in lanes, and sitting there on his fucking phone. Drives me insane. The number of dumbasses that drive around here in their big trucks on their cell phones is asinine. I wish I were like an undercover cop so I could bust all of them because it's insanity. I don't know how many times I've almost taken one to the side because some truck is on his phone. Drives me nuts. Anyway, yeah, that's my ramble. I'm sorry. If you own a big truck and you're in Florida, I'm sorry that you're an asshole. No. I shouldn't say that. You could own a truck and be super cool. I have friends that own big trucks, but man, I tell you what, I don't know how many times I see people. And what is it with Kia drivers that drive 10 miles under the speed limit and just get in the fast lane and sit there? What is it with you Kia folks? How many of you own a Kia? Let me know in the comments below so that I could smack you in the comments. just for making such a bad decision. So anyway, these are Cardano NFTs. I'm just kidding around, playing some fun. I'll go over some more in the next video that I do. And I like to see the collection growing though. This is a lot of fun. I wonder how many NFTs I could get on this wallet by the halving of 2024. How many NFTs will end up on this wallet by 2024? I don't know. We'll see. Until next time, guys, grow your coins. Hopefully this was fun, and I'll see you again soon.